Yo, what's up? This is the professor. I'm making a topic today. I'm starting to talk about topics. I don't want to talk about the same thing. Continue to overthink. One time my dad told me one thing, and he was like, "You've been given a mind that's bigger, so you're gonna think more." Some people say if you overthinking is the cause of problems, but our thoughts are all different. Other people have more thoughts, and there are those who have less thoughts. So it's all different. So you have to feel normal that you're overthinking because that is your mind is thoughts are bigger. You get more thoughts in your head. So don't feel bad about that. That will put you at ease, if you don't feel bad about the fact that you're overthinking. Overthinking people, like there's one guy who said once in the past, he was like, yeah, he was asked on CNBC, I think Bloomberg, he was asked, do you worry? He was like, if you don't worry, you shouldn't be investing. It's normal to worry. All those things like now I'm worrying about that people may be monitoring me or whatever. And it's true. I came to the house and said someone is, I don't like being monitored. And my parents didn't tell me, and they were like, there was someone who came in here and she's a case manager and she's looking for you. And they didn't tell me anything, but I was overthinking. See, so the thing is, if you're overthinking to bring yourself down, that's a problem. But if you're overthinking to elevate yourself, to be on top of your game, to be one step ahead, then that's okay. You've been given just that's what my dad told me, a very important thing. Your mind, you have been given a bigger brain or a bigger energy, your energy of your brain, of your mind. Our thoughts are energy. If you if your thoughts if your, a lot of thoughts come to your mind, you overthink, and that is who you are. We're all different. You can't. There are some people who can just stay calm, watch TV. They don't do much because their thoughts don't come as much. Doesn't mean that you're more intelligent or less, whatever. And it's okay also not to overthink. That's okay. If you don't overthink, then that's fine. You're also normal. You see, we have to see our differences. That we're all different. Other people don't overthink. Others overthink. But the thing is, you have to know the reality of what's really happening. Investigate more. That will put you at ease. If you overthink about something, just be realistic about it. It's like maybe you think you're gonna get fired. You think about it. Do I have a emergency savings? You gotta have emergency savings. Maybe that's why you are having overthinking that you may lose your job because you're living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you are not creating your own business online or in person. It's hard to create your business in person in the West. Yeah, it's in the shopping centers or whatever. It's very expensive. But if you learn the online game, that's even a lot more easier to start online business. I don't know about I started business since I was very young, and in business, overthinking, people who think ahead, people who uh, go ahead and go the extra mile to overthink. That's how Steve Jobs was overthinking to create the iPhone. He was thinking ahead. He was pushing his employees to the limit. People say he was a bad boss, but no, he was seeing his thinking was if your brain is spinning faster, you have to first feel normal about it. Some people may feel a bit depressed. That is also a normal part of the wave. The higher you go, the lower you go. Like for me, I only mostly go up. Sometimes I get stressed, I take some abs. So it's you just have to know that you're normal. There's nothing you have to take whatever. Overthinking is a normal process. I just read a post on Instagram, do not overthink and all that. That makes you feel abnormal. So we're all different. It's not good to overthink for no reason, but some people are given a mind that is always thinking. And that is we're all different. That's how they realize that some people can just calm down their mind and they have no thoughts. Like they say you're not a Buddha, whatever. But I'm one of those people who is always thinking. I'm always like I'm a project manager, so I create my own projects. You know what I mean? I write my own book. I do whatever. I'm always writing or I'm studying. I'm always doing something or watching some spiritual knowledge or something, some other knowledge, whatever, motivation, inspiration. I'm always doing something. I always like to be doing something. Like one person was saying, don't do much. And my brother was like, what are you gonna do next? My brother is the same. He's always studying something. He's always doing something. He even is now reading my book. So it's overthinking is part of being a human being. If the animals don't overthink about their predators in the bush, I would be locked up now if I did not overthink the fact that they may lock me up because they are waiting for me. Because this energy I'm on, they want to block it. If I go to them, I get arrested. But I overthought. That's why I'm out, because I know I'm normal and there's nothing wrong with me and I'm a citizen and I have to protest people to my privacy. If I didn't overthink, I would go there and be locked up. I would be in a psychiatric hospital now. You see, so you have to think ahead. People who had to be in the bush war in Africa, they had to think ahead. You know, they had to be one step ahead to defeat the British. Yes? Yeah, okay, one second. I'm making a video. That's my dad. So you have to think steps ahead. People are telling me, go and see them. This They're not thinking ahead. Like, why do you have to see people who don't listen to you? You know, psychiatrists, whatever case manager, they're afraid of me because of my energy. You know, so I don't want to talk about the same thing. It's about I'm talking about overthinking today. So right now I'm creating my own websites. You know, I'm creating my own whatever. I'm making videos. I'm always creative. You know. So the problem is not overthinking, it's what you think about. If you think about failure all the time, you're gonna fail, you're gonna do this. Think about ways to improve yourself. Think about ways. Or shout out to one person who is watching, you know. Shout out, hello, thanks for joining me. Yeah, think about ways to improve your life, you know. Think about ways to become better. So think about ways to get better, you know, and become a better person. You see, that's how you have to think farther ahead. Don't think about ways to bring yourself down. That's how you become a master. Mastery, you know, like what I put in my book. Mastery, you become better. But if you overthink to bring yourself down, you're gonna go down. But if you overthink to elevate yourself, to look for videos to help you, to look for ways to get out of the situation, you may be unemployed, maybe you're employed, you wanna save a bit more, you wanna invest. Investing is about thinking and worrying and doing a lot of things, you know. So it's all overthinking is part of it, you know. You have to feel normal that you're overthinking. You have to be happy you're overthinking. You have to be happy that you're thinking. Thinking is a gift. People take it for granted, you see. So it's all part. Thanks for the like. One person just liked it, liked my video. So don't feel abnormal. You have been given more thoughts. There are other people who don't think that much who will be saying, oh, don't overthink. But, you know, thanks for that one person who just jumped in and, you know, started watching and he disappear. But you know, thanks. Any small if you watch for any amount of time, you pick out the knowledge that you wanna hear. That's great, you know. So thanks very much, you know. So overthinking is part of the process. You know, it's part of the process of creating. You overthink to create, you know. So like I overthink to have all this art behind me. So we're all different. Other people don't overthink, others do. And those who overthink are those who create Apple and all those things, all these products that are created because people who overthink, who think further, who think beyond. You know what I mean? They want to think beyond. That's why they're after me. I think beyond. You know, that's normal. You know, you have to embrace it and be yourself. You know, be yourself. Don't be like someone else. You know what I mean? If you feel normal about overthinking, then you will not worry about it. Just think things about to elevate yourself and become a better human being. Thank you. I will not make this a long video. Thank you very much for watching and wish you all the best. Peace and bliss.